everybody. Those from Coca-Cola, thanks for joining us. Michael's Foods, thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Aldies. I'm the Secretary Treasurer at Teamsters Local 320, and we represent about 11,000 public employees throughout Minnesota. We had about 114, 115 food service workers from the University of Minnesota furloughed. And I think they were furloughed as early as May 12th. After talking with Larry Yazwa, and then we have Paul Masika here from Local 289, and I was informed that we've got a lot of Teamster employers out there that are in need of good help. So we thought this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and set up a job fair so that maybe we're able to help each other out and get people into some good union jobs. So we have Jennifer Munt with us, the director from the Teamsters Service Bureau, and it's always great working with Jennifer. She's done a great job for the Teamsters Service Bureau. We're very fortunate to have that relationship and those services provided to our Teamster members. So we're going to record this event. We don't have a lot of people with us today, so I want to make sure that we have the information from Great Lakes Bottling and from Coca-Cola there for everybody. We have from Michael Foods, from HR, Ronnie and Medina, and then it looks like we have Haley, Jennifer, and Bennett from Great Lakes Bottling. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to give Jennifer an opportunity to talk a little bit about the program, and then we'll go ahead from there. We'll go ahead and turn it over to Michael's, and then Great Lakes Bottling. Does that work okay?
Sounds great.
Perfect. And then just let Gus know whatever you need us to do with the PowerPoint presentations or sharing screens. So Jennifer.
Thank you, Brian. Hello, everybody. We are so proud to bring you this job fair today. The Teamsters are a really special union. We take care of each other. Our service bureau has two parts. One, we are the employee assistance program for 27,000 Teamsters in Minnesota. So whenever workers are experiencing emotional or financial stress, we are their first call for help. We also run the largest dislocated worker program in Minnesota. And what that means is when workers are furloughed or lose their jobs, we help them get their next job. And we specialize in steering people to good union jobs, because a good union job means that you're earning living wages, you've got health care to prevent you from getting sick, and you have the ability to grow old with dignity. So we steer people to good, safe union jobs. And that's why we're so proud to bring you these opportunities at Michael's Foods and at Coca-Cola. These are really good employers. These are safe jobs during COVID. And this is a great opportunity for people to take care of themselves, to take care of their families, and to have a job that they can be proud of. I want to also say that anybody who needs us, we are one phone call away. All you need to do is call 612-676-3710, and we are there to help you. If you want to email us, you email family@mntsb.org. Charvette Barrett, our lead staff person for family services, will pick up the phone. She will help you. She will refer you to the resources that you need. We also want to share two resources that are available right now. There is a free food giveaway this weekend at Wayman Church. The idea of the free food giveaways is anybody who needs food, no questions asked. You pull up at our free food giveaway, you pop your trunk, and you get 30 pounds of food, milk, meat, and fresh produce. So anybody who is struggling right now with food, check out our website. We've got free food giveaways every weekend. Also, we've got an opportunity for folks to get help with rent. If you go to renthelpmn.org, they can help you with past due rent payments dating back to March 13th, which was the first day that COVID officially hit in Minnesota. So 211 Rent Help Min, we can help you with rent and utility payments. With that, I am going to kick it to our job fair leaders. Who was teed up first, Gus?
Michael's food.
But is there a presentation?
Yeah, I can change the presentation.
Yeah. Oh, they can just go first.
Oh, they can go first then.
Either way, we're ready whenever.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because it's already up, so.
Jen Shiley,
Okay.
your Coca-Cola presentation is teed up, so I will let you
All
take
right.
it. Thank you, Jen.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you for having us. So I'm Jen Shives, Human Resource Manager at the Eagan location, also overseeing the Owatonna location. And then with me today is Haley, and Haley is the HR generalist over the same locations. And Ben Smith is our recruiter. So I've asked him to join the job fair as well. So thanks again for having us. All right, next slide. So just to tee up the opportunities that we currently have available. So we are hiring for the warehouse. We are hiring for merchandisers. We are hiring for those roles, both permanent full-time as well as for our summer season. We are also hiring drivers, maintenance mechanics for the manufacturing end of our location, in addition to field service technicians. So they install the fountain machines that you see at the restaurants. And in addition to the great pay and the benefits that we offer, we have a $2,000 hiring bonus being offered for all of those roles. And I just wanted to ask, I do have a couple of what we call day in the life videos. If you want to share a couple of those, the warehouse worker or the merchandiser, they're 2-minute quick videos, or we can, save those for the end and play those for anyone that may be interested.
Is that this link?
Yeah.
Okay, let's cut right to the chase. We have an online income generating system and software program that allows you to instantly start making.
Cool.
My job is replenishment, so all day long I'm filling different spots that may run empty, so the work keeps going on. One day I could be doing one thing and another day I could be doing another. Great Lakes is committed to safety by giving us safety training every month and trying to make sure everybody understands all the safety issues that may come up. I think the pay and benefits here are really good. We have a great 401k. The pay is above average for the business. Management is pretty cool. Like anytime I got a problem, I let them know like what's my issue. They get to it as soon as they can. In a nice, respectful way. I think what makes me proud to work at Great Lakes is the atmosphere, the people, the product.
There's always room for advancement if you want to, work your way up.
I started as a part-time builder. I went up to full-service loader. Then I became an ICU checker to inventory, and hopefully I'm going to move to analytics.
And if you want to tee up the other one, the merchandiser video, I do want to add, no experience is required for the warehouse or the merchandising position. We do offer on-the-job training, so we have a really great onboarding and training program to get you familiar with the job.
A normal day is like I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, start at 6 o'clock, and I go to the first stop. What a merchandiser does is you get a set of accounts. Like for me, example, I got 2 accounts. They're big stores. You get a Walmart or a Jewel. Your product's gonna be in there in the back room. Fill the shelves, rotate, make sure all the dates are all ahead of each other. All new products out in the back, and the old in the front. So make sure your rotations are good. Any displays that you got to do, those are usually mapped out. You collaborate with your account manager. They usually help you out with those. That's basically your daily routine.
What I like about my job is I'm out on my own, and when you have your own route, you take ownership of it. I like working with my salesmen and the people you meet, you know, in the stores, receivers.
The customers is pretty much your coworkers. Being that for merchandising, you don't really see other merchandisers. It's rare. So the people that you're seeing every day are the people that are in your store. So you get a chance to build those relationships with those guys.
My pay is very good. I had a knee replacement, and I mean, the health insurance is awesome.
What makes me proud is probably seeing just overall results, knowing that as far as merchandising, that we had a part in getting us there to that plateau, or whatever the case may be. Just gives you like the sense like, okay, my work's not going unseen.
What makes me proud is they tell you you do good, and you even get it from your salesmen. I've heard from numerous salesmen, hey, you're doing a great job out there. That means a lot. That keeps you going.
Yeah, great. It's really a team atmosphere at our organization. So every function works really closely together, lots of camaraderie. All right, so the next slide.
I usually start around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Check my
All right, thank you. It's always tricky to flip between the videos and the presentation, so thank you. So just a little bit about Great Lakes Coca-Cola Bottling. So we are a bottler and a distributor serving retailers throughout the Chicagoland and Midwest area. We manufacture and deliver over 158 million products and over 81,000 retail accounts. And then on the slide just previously is a little bit of a snapshot as to the specific locations within the Chicagoland, Michigan, and Minnesota, Wisconsin area. So you just get a feel for what specific cities we're in. We also have some territory down in the Tennessee and Kentucky area, which was just recently added. And then on the next slide are just some of our leading brands. And of course, everyone is familiar, right, with the iconic Coca-Cola brand, Sprite, Diet Coke, but we service many, many other products, Smart Water, Monster, Powerade, AHA. If you've seen our AHA sparkling water line, I talked to many people and they had no idea that was our line. So we have just an array of products. And then lastly, I just included a slide on how to apply. So if you're looking for more information about these roles, there are some additional videos online in regards to our other positions, but this is where you would go to apply, and you just click on the Explore Opportunities and you apply right there. So Ben here, our recruiter, he is looking at applicants as soon as they apply. He picks up the phone and he calls you immediately and gets you scheduled for an interview with a location manager. We are making offers on the spot, moving very quickly through any of the pre-employment steps, looking to bring people on board as soon as possible because we know people are really eager to work. They're looking to start right away. So we have a very streamlined, very quick interview process to get you started. Are there any questions that I can answer offhand?
I'm a business agent with Local, and
Yeah.
I have questions talking to people out there, employees, about this job fair. The only question I got is Class A driver, do they have to come with the Class A, or is there training on the job, or is there a way to get a Class A while working there? So that's my question.
Yes. Yeah, so good question. Right now, you do have to come with the Class A. We are actually in process in looking at a training program. With COVID, it was just challenging to do the training because when you do the training, you have to have somebody in your cab with you. And we have, you know, obviously with COVID, you had to be 6 feet apart and you can't be 6 feet apart in a cab. So we just had some restrictions with being able to do the training during COVID. But good news, right? Some of the COVID restrictions are lifting and things like that. Our leadership team is actually looking and reviewing all of the COVID protocol right now. And that's very high on the list because that is something that we have current employees that are interested in becoming a driver. They just might not have that CDL and all of the training that's required, as well as external. Yeah, so I'll be sure once we get that training back in place, I'll make sure I reach out to Jennifer.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, great question.
So Kurt, I want to help too. Our dislocated worker program, if people enroll, they can get full CDL Class A training. The training typically costs about $4,000, and our dislocated worker program is able to pay for that and get folks enrolled in schools where they can be trained and learn right away. So if you enroll in our program, we can get you enrolled in a CDL Class A training, and you can work for Coca-Cola this summer.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dislocated, if they're working at the U right now, they'll want to take it on the side.
If people are furloughed or unemployed, then they're eligible for our program, and then we can pay for the training. If people are fully employed, they aren't eligible for our training. But dislocated worker program is one of the best kept secrets around. The Teamsters run the largest program, and we've had a lot of people getting trained with CDLs. Many people are Uber or Lyft drivers, and nobody's going anywhere right now. So they're getting CDL training for great jobs like this.
That's great. Thank you. Any other questions?
You mentioned you had seasonal work. Which job opportunities out of those three, or was it four, or season?
So our seasonal opportunities are for merchandising, as well as we have actually some driver helper roles still available.
Is that the warehouse work, or is that, where is that the driving?
Right now, the warehouse is permanent, but if you're looking at that, I can give you my contact information and I can see what we might be able to do for that. but the seasonal is available for the merchandiser, and it's called a driver helper. So what you do is you're paired up with a driver and you follow behind the driver to his stops and you help the driver unload the truck and merchandise the product.
Is that something you take your own car out to do?
Yes, you do have to have your own vehicle for that role, as well as the merchandiser, because you are assigned a series of stores. So you would have to get from, you know, the various stores, unless you're going to take an Uber. But yeah, you have to have your own vehicle.
And we reimburse your mileage too at a pretty high rate. It's like 57 cents per mile.
I would love to get your information and follow up with you about the seasonal work. That'd be great.
Okay, yeah, and I gave my information as well as Ben's direct contact information to Jennifer, but I can certainly work to get that information again.
Another thing you can all do is we do have a text code to apply to our positions. You can text Egan Jobs to 25,000, and that'll have all of our applications on there as well.
And Jennifer, I can send you that. We just activated that text code. Good call out, Ben. Great questions. Any other questions? Okay. Well, if you have any other questions later on, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, I shared my information with Jennifer, so feel free to contact me directly. You can reach out to Ben. You can use the text code, but we'd love to hear from you. And thank you again for having us.
Thank you. Jen, thank you so much. I really thought that the day in the life videos were helpful because you get a sense of the work through the worker's eyes. So thank you for sharing that with us. We will send people who are interested.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Directly to you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you so much to the Coca-Cola team. Folks, up next is Ronnie Cranston from Michael Foods in Chaska. And Medina. And Medina. Welcome, Medina. Thank you.
Everyone, hello. My name is Ronnie, and this is Medina. So we are from Michael Foods, and I'm going to play a short little video. Oh, thank you. Just a little about us.
This is a story about how a man turned this.
It's the story of Harry Kane, of his ingenuity, of his generosity, and of his legacy. Harry, a child of the Great Depression, was forced to quit school to help support his family. He worked with his father in a small diner where he discovered that peeling potato
After potato.
after potato after potato
After potato, after potato.
after potato was a real pain in the tuchus.
But not only that, Harry realized there must be a better way to process potatoes.
And eventually he found that way. Really, he created it. For 30 years, Harry grew his company, Northern Star, from a single small potato plant into a national supplier of premium potato products.
That's okay. So just a little introduction about Northern Star. So a lot of you, as of right now, we are located in Chaska. But before we were actually apparently right across the street. I don't know if any of you were familiar with that, but we were right across the street for many years. And then about 2010, we moved out to Chaska. So it's a brand new building with about a total of 340 employees, and 280 of them are the plant union. And so here are some of our leading brands. I don't know if any of these are familiar to anyone. Simply Potatoes, that is what we do in Chaska. But I know Bob Evans is very popular. And our mother company, they're Post, so all the Post consumer brands, that is also within our network. Here are some of our locations close by. So in Chaska, again, we're the potato plant. Gaylord, they have the egg processing plant. And then, yep, and then also our headquarters, a lot of people didn't know that, but it is actually in Minnetonka. So that's where our headquarters is located for Michael Foods. And then again, just many more locations across the US. So some of our spotlight positions, we have lots of openings. We have machine operators on every single shift, and as well as warehouse operators. We have sanitation on third shifts, and our inspectors, floor cleaners. We have quite a few openings on second and third. Actually, for the potato dumpers and stackers, they're spread out throughout first, second, and third shift. We have lots of maintenance positions open as well. To this side, as well as 2 boiler operator positions open, QA techs currently opening, as well as a storeroom clerk, a production supervisor on third shift, a training coordinator that will rotate throughout the shifts, as well as a FSQ coordinator. All right, it's to apply to Michael Foods. You can just go to michaelfoods.com and you can click on view careers and then view current job openings. And then there, it'll list all the openings within Michael Foods. You just really want to sort by location. So if you're interested in the Chaska locations, you can just click Chaska and it'll bring you up all of our current job openings. Then from there, once you apply, we are checking that daily. So you expect a call from us within 24 hours after applying. So the process is very quick after that. We can get you in for interviews even that day. And so this just kind of has a screenshot of what that looks like when you get to that page about how to apply. And then for the city, you could just put the Chaska location. And I also want to highlight, so we also have a seasonal worker program that we've never had before. So for the dumpers and stackers, we have, again, first, second, and third shift, as well as the inspectors and floor cleaners for first, second, and third shift as well. So with the summer program, it runs from May to August. And if you get perfect attendance throughout that whole entire time, you get a bonus of $750. And then if you were enrolled in an accredited university, you will get $1,000 to go towards your tuition at the end. So.
And all those positions is not required to have experience.
Yep. So no experience acquired, especially with some of those more. Yep. Yes. Any questions?
And we also part of the same union the Teamster.
320?
Yeah, no, 280.
No.
280.
280.
Yeah. And we have our representative back there. So you know.
Hello, everyone.
Chaska's a little far out, isn't it?
It's about, I actually live about 2 miles from here. So it's about a 28-minute drive. And a lot of our workers actually live around here. Yeah. A lot of the union workers are my neighbors. So they drive, a lot of people carpool. But no, it's actually, I love to drive. It's like my unwinding time. I don't think It's a far drive. I'm actually from a small town in Michigan, and everyone drives a half an hour to 45 minutes to their job. So I guess for me, I think it's pretty close.
It's like a kind of like a kind of fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. That far?
Oh.
Just about my shop.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yep, right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So again, if you live right here, right in my neighborhood, it's about 28-minute drive.
Do we need to apply for if we're interested in those seasonal jobs here? I mean, do we need to go online still?
Yep. So you just apply the same way.
You have any questions?
So then if they want to apply for the seasonal position, so then they go to the website and then they pick the Casper location, and then is there like a drop box for like seasonal?
No, we'll just talk through that
Okay.
through within the interview on the phone.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, is there any? So, but it's kind of like a starting pay.
For the some persons, from C1 to C3, that's our coding for our job. They start anywhere between $14 and go up to almost $18.
I can speak to that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So we just, beginning of this year, we secured a new 3-year agreement. And we got 3.5% year 1, 3.5% year 2, and 3% year 3. And C1 are basically general labor positions. And they start out at $14.18 an hour, but the wage scale goes all the way up to $33.04 for maintenance mechanics. So depending on the skill level of the position, the majority of the jobs right now would be classification 3. They're at $17.43 an hour. Machine operators, cook operators, quality techs, material handlers currently are at $18.31. Classification 5, relief operators, raw receiving operators are at $19.21 an hour. Northern Star is a very racially diverse company, and they're very empathetic to all the racial needs. They're a very good company to work for. They have a liberal attendance policy, and they're looking for good quality workers. And we have many employees that have spent 30 years or more working at this company. So it's a good union job, and it's got good health care. Any other questions?
No, I'm interested in a seasonal job, so.
Yeah.
And then if you have any questions regarding like some of the openings, we have a table set up back there, and we can go over those job descriptions together, talk more about Michael Foods. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ronnie and Medina, thank you so much. Folks, if you want to work union and live better, we've got great opportunities at Coca-Cola and at Michael's Foods. When you have the protection of a union, you've got a contract. You've got a voice on the job that makes you an equal with the boss. We encourage people to work at good union jobs. And if you want to apply for one of these positions and you need training, let's say you want to go to work at Coca-Cola and you want to get a CDL, our program can help you do that. If you're eligible for unemployment or if you're furloughed and are losing work and income, we can help you with that training. There is this magic moment on my job where somebody sees a path from a job into a career and the opportunity to get training that they didn't think that they could afford. So that's what we do. Our dislocated worker program is here. We've got your back. If you want to start one of these jobs, you can continue getting training from us. We're your safety net. We're also there for you when you're furloughed and you've got emotional or financial issues. We're your safety net. We've got your back. Once again, folks, our dislocated worker program and our employee assistance program, we're your first call for help. That phone number is 612-676-3700. And we're here for you. Call us and we can connect you with whatever resources you need. We can connect you with Ronnie and with Jen and with the opportunities that you've heard about today. Thank everybody for joining us. Thanks to your business agents for the great work you do for our powerful union. And stay strong, everybody. Be COVID safe. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.